Sociedad won, Manchester United won, and yeah, that game was horrible. If we're being honest, like we weren't bad, but we just weren't good in it, and it's just one of them things where I just wanted to get a result today, innit? Obviously, I said before the game, as long as we leave, yeah, with something, I fancy us to beat them at Old Trafford, even though our record at Old Trafford isn't great. But the game was just, it was a nothing game, innit? And then we go 1-0 up, and you think, cool, United, hold on. But we're just allergic to keeping clean sheets. Allergic. Like, I don't believe it was a penalty. I don't believe it was a handball from Bruno. It's like, it's mad unfortunate because it's like when you go up for a header, or even if you go to contest a header, naturally you're going to put your arms up. Like, you can't contest a header with your hands by your side. So the whole argument of a natural position, like, there's no such thing as a natural position, yeah, in like sports performance, really. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you use your arms for balance even when you're not using your arms. So for me, it's not a pen. He's not looking at the ball. It's not an intentional movement towards the ball. There's nothing about it that's a penalty, but seems to always happen to us. Like, I swear it was against Sociedad as well, the Lissandro one. His back was also turned to the ball, and it hit his arm, and then we got given a penalty against us, man. So, like, there's previous of this stuff happening to us, bro, which is so annoying because I wouldn't have been necessarily fussed about the performance if we just got the win, in it. Like, I sat there and I watched Liverpool do the ultimate smash and grab yesterday. Loads of people are saying about how lucky they are, but bro, you make your own luck by defending well, being resolute, and your goalkeeper making saves. Today, Onana didn't have loads of saves to make, and the saves he did make I thought were fairly routine considering we know, do you know what I mean, the level that Onana's at the moment. But we play five at the back every game, and we cannot keep a clean sheet. Like, it's concerning, bruv. Even though the penalty was unlucky, it doesn't change the fact that we've conceded another goal when we just needed to see the game out. Especially when we know that goals are hard to come by for us at the moment. Like, Xerxes took his goal well. First time through a defender's legs. It's always harder for a goalkeeper when the ball goes through a player's legs. But overall, even though the stats would say, yeah, that we had more shots on target. I remember at one point we had 3 shots on target. They had none, but one of them was a tame header from Dallo. The Bruno one, he probably should have scored. I think that was a pullback from... Was that a pullback from Dallo, maybe? Bruno should have scored that one. I think the keeper was beat and then he hit somebody on the line or something, but we wasn't creating high quality chances. Garnacho hit the side netting a couple of times. Like, his best friend, the side netting, bruv. I'm telling you, he loves a side netting. And I'm just... The lack of quality, yeah, in attacking areas for sure was on show today. But at the same time, I just think our general build-up, a team like Sociedad, who are not good, I don't know where they are in the league table, but watching them without Zubamendi today, they never really looked like doing anything to us. From the first whistle until maybe the last 10 minutes when we started to get tired and they started to turn the screw a little bit. But they're a nothing team, man. If I'm honest, even with all the injuries we have, this is a team that we should have dealt with, man. Like, we've seen Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Arsenal all away from home go and win. And we couldn't do that today, man. And it's disappointing, man. Like, also, like, the squad management, I worry for Sunday because Xerxes was knackered when he went off. He got subbed off, I think, 3 minutes before the end. So did Lenny Euro. We've literally got a game in 3 days' time. And the manager's taking bare long to make substitutions. I know that we've got young players on the bench, but bro, you got to play them. They asked him in the presser before this game why certain players weren't in the squad, and he's saying he's trying to protect the young players and stuff like that, but now is the time to play them. Like, we're literally down to the bare bones when it comes to the squad. I think we got 15 first team players fit and available. Like, play these guys. Collier came on. He looked tidy. Do you know what I mean? He's a player that I like. I think he's ready. But like, he had Harry Amas on the bench. I don't know who else. I think Heaven was on the bench and that. But bro, we're not seeing these guys. We're not seeing these youths. He's saying he's trying to protect them, but what are you protecting them for? We're losing every week, blood. Do you know what I mean? Better yet, you blood them. We get a bit of experience, and you never know. One of them might be a wild card. They might shock us, and they might deliver something to the team that we no longer have. You're not protecting these kids by not playing them. You've literally got nothing to lose. This is the closest thing that Ruben will have to a free hit in his whole career, blood. Just give some of these young G's a run out, man. Like, you need to rotate this squad, especially with the amount of games that we've got. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Overall, I'm quite disappointed with the game because it was rubbish. But I'm more so disappointed in the fact that we couldn't see it out. That was it. Like, if we win 1-0, I'm saying, you know what? Job done. Back to Old Trafford. We're halfway there now. Do you know what I'm saying? A draw here, I don't even see it as quite halfway there because United could lose at home. Like, I wouldn't put it past United to lose at home. Our home record is not what it should be, innit? And I don't know who we get back for the second leg that could perhaps make things look better. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't tell you guys who's gonna come back, but from what I remember, we're not expecting anyone back soon. Ahmad's out for the season. I don't know when we're expecting Kobe Mino back. Dorgu's still available anyway, because he's only suspended in the league. So I don't know who we are expecting to have back. I think Ugarte actually might be ill, so maybe he'll be back for the second leg, and potentially Harry Maguire. But I thought we actually played well without Ugarte in the midfield, because Casemiro enables us to progress the ball forward better. And Cass was one of the better players today. I thought him and Xerxes were good. I thought De Ligt was good as well today. So Cass in the midfield gave us something a bit different. But I don't know, man. I'm really struggling at the moment. I'm really struggling at the moment to see many positive things, yeah, that we can take from this game, take into the Arsenal game and say, yeah, you know what? If we do this against Arsenal, we've got a chance. Because I didn't really see much. I saw individual bits of quality from the likes of Xerxes, and that's about it. Rasmus Højlund doing another nothing job again. Some man are saying it's 0019. Some man are saying it's 20, 21, 22. I've lost count. This guy's useless. And he finished another game. The manager probably should have put Xerxes up top when Xerxes started getting tired, yeah. Take Rasmus off. Bring on someone else in the midfield, bruv. Bring someone else on. But I don't know if he's trying to play Højlund into form. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the Højlund thing, but he doesn't contribute anything to the game of football. Like, it's gone past worrying now. Like, he's almost undoubtedly the worst player I've ever seen play for Manchester United. And we've seen some duds over the years, guys. We've seen the Jembers. Do you know what I'm saying? We've seen all of these guys. But this guy is by far the worst signing. And when you factor in what he was supposed to be, how much he cost, it's a disaster, man. Like, all I can hope is that we sell this guy in the summer. And if we are going to sell Anthony, who, by the way, got another assist today, and we played against a Spanish team, this manager was talking about, oh yeah, the physicality in Spain's the reason why Anthony's doing well. How come Garnacho and Højlund couldn't deal with the physicality today, bruv? Højlund was getting dashed on the floor, Garnacho getting dashed on the floor. What happened to this so-called lack of physicality, bro? Do you know what I mean? Again, a load of bollocks. That's what it was, bro. Manager saying things he didn't need to say, bro. He said that to cover his ass, bro. To try and make people think that there was a method to the madness of getting rid of Anthony, when the reality is you just don't like him. You didn't really give him a full chance. Like, he's playing well in La Liga. It's nothing to do with no intensity, my bro. Nothing to do with no intensity and physicality. Because we literally played against a Spanish team today, bruv. And we didn't look way more physically... we didn't look physically way ahead of them. We didn't. Like, a few of our players were still getting pushed around. So, Yeah, man. It's just all bollocks, man. I'll be real. That's the honest opinion I can give you. Lot. Like I don't have no optimism for the weekend. Cass played well enough today. I don't expect him to start on the weekend. It'll probably be Ugarte on the weekend again. Ugarte and Bruno in the pivot. Yeah. Garnacho's Garnacho. Hoyland's Hoyland. Xerxes continued his form. I see some people saying, oh, like, he's playing well in the 10 and that. He's just playing well because he's playing, innit? Like, he's a player that wasn't getting no minutes. He was getting microwave minutes off the bench. And now we're seeing him start. We're seeing the quality he has. He's still better up front. I want to see him doing half the running that he's doing in midfield, because then he'll be able to spend more time on doing the quality things which could potentially win us games. He will score goals given a run of games and played in the right system and with runners around him. Obviously, he took his goal well today. First time finish, arriving late. But this is how he scores the majority of his goals when he plays in the 9 anyway. So I thought we could have done with bringing on Ericsson, having the extra midfielder in there, and pushing Xerxes up front. But the manager decided to keep him in the 10. And that's it. Like, not really much else to try and take from this game, guys. Like, this performance today, although it wasn't bad, it wasn't great. And if we perform like this against Arsenal, yeah, like, we've got no chance.